Hi, I'm Tim Sanders. I'm the head of AI research at G2 and an executive fellow at the Digital Data Design Institute at Harvard.
Hi, I'm Yiannis Broustas. I'm the vice president of product marketing at UiPath. And on my free time, I teach startups at NYU. So in this world of optionality, which I fully understand and fully agree with you, we're going to have multiple vendors, dozens, if not hundreds of vendors, for each one of those entities. For the platform, for the orchestration layer, for the agent, for the automation, for all these different entities. Our customers and organizations out there will have to be pitched and decide which ones fits their mandate. So in that point solution versus more holistic platform approach, where would you see the market moving?
I think it's part of the maturity model for technologies. A lot of times when new technologies come out, you have point solutions out of necessity, right? And then you have platforms that come along, but the platforms have terrible UI. So the user's conflicted. And I'm specifically talking about what I've experienced with Microsoft, for example, or for those in the space of human capital. ADP is a classic example of this. ADP doesn't design as beautifully as a lot of startups that do little pieces and parts of payroll or procurement management or whatever. So there's always that maturity, but what I've seen throughout technology always play out is point solutions mature to platform solutions, because at the end of the day, it's got to scale. We got to create equal access across the whole business to get the actual velocity at an enterprise level. And the issue with point solutions is without some orchestration, they don't talk to each other. So you've got to manually arbitrage everything together, and that's not a digital mature approach.
Agreed. And from the perspective of the customer as well, I think that many of our organizations have invested in different types of solutions over the last couple of decades in technology. And the way that they evolve them, the way that they bring them into the future is very interesting in the new agentic era, right? Are you bringing your RPA implementations into the future? Certainly you do. Do you bring them as point solutions, or do you combine them under an orchestration layer? I think that combined with all the new artifacts, like the models, maybe you've done some POC with some of the vendors that you mentioned, and you want to make sure that these get translated into the future. So it goes back to something we were saying earlier, the optionality of an orchestration layer that is trusted and governed. By the way, I think I combined the last 15 minutes that we've been talking, is what makes gives the answer to, is it a point solution or is it a platform? I think that's where I would start with.
And I think the key here is a point solution to me is defined as operating without communication to other point solutions in a way where they're collaborating as machines. Okay, so it's almost like when you have a silo culture at a company. Marketing doesn't talk to sales, sales doesn't talk to product doesn't talk to partnerships, et cetera. That's what point solutions can be in an organization. So that's why if you can bring multiple point solutions together under orchestration, you get the beauty of startup AI, which is very user-focused, versus platform UI, which is very scale-focused. And I think you get the best of both worlds in that situation.
I agree. I fully agree.
So it's great talking to you, Yiannis. Where can we get more of your wisdom?
Tim, listen, I don't know where you can find me, but we all know where we can find you. Like, it was such a pleasure to be with you, to talk with you, to have you among us today. Obviously, UiPath represents part of this agentic vision. Our agentic automation value proposition is all about agents, robots, and people working together. But I know that at G2, you're doing this phenomenal research as well. So thank you so much.
Thank you very much, man. Great talking to you, buddy.